The case against Richard Allen, the alleged Delphi murderer, the trial is getting closer and closer, and Judge Gull, as she does, denies a lot of things, to put it lightly, from the defense. This is a big one, though. She has denied Allen's defense team from introducing the theory at trial of Odinism or any sort of cult related exercises or evidence into the trial as a possible third party defense, limiting the ability of what they're going to argue in court for Richard Allen. Joining me to discuss, Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI special agent, host of the podcast Break the Case with Jennifer Coffindaffer. It's also on YouTube. Get it wherever you download podcasts as well. Jennifer, what does this mean to this whole case now that we're not going to see Odinism brought up in court?
Well, the defense took two punches to the gut. They took a punch last week when she said, all confessions come in, all confessions come in. And then they took a huge punch this week when they said third party culprits, they're all out. So, I mean, at this point, it's, what is there left to defend? Um,
Yeah.
I think, I think it, listen, I don't know whether Richard Allen committed this crime,
Mhm.
but geez, is there information pertaining to other third party culprits that I just believe, from a legal standpoint, from every standpoint, that this should be a jury consideration. If
Yeah.
they didn't have anything, they were just completely throwing mud up against the wall. If I mean, they have over 100-page motion regarding all the intricacies of their theory.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I even buy the theory, but let's take it a step further and look at the individuals she specifically talked about. Ron Logan.
Mhm.
Ron Logan, there's an FBI affidavit that says probable cause that Ron Logan was involved in killing Abby and Libby, that his phone was there. We know Richard Allen's phone wasn't there
Mhm.
after the geofencing. It's a long, involved affidavit. My point is that as a defense attorney, I think I should be able to put that in. This is what these FBI agents all said and what they found in
Yes.
their case. How could you not at least have the jury consider it? Now, the jury can say, no, no, it wasn't him. We think that, look, he's confessed, but put it all out there. I feel like it's sort of hiding the discovery that the jury, who are the fact finders, are supposed to be making. I'm surprised.
It feels like it just continues to be steered in the exact direction that Gull wants it to be, but Gull's not the decider here. Gull's the judge. She's the referee here to make sure everybody plays fair. And it seems she's very slanted towards one team, which, again, this goes back to the argument of he basically has a get a trial free card in this. But it's just going to keep dragging this all out for the families, for the everyone involved, for Richard Allen. Why not try this thing fairly? I mean, it just defies logic at this point of how skewed this trial is going to be when there is a lot of pieces of evidence out here. It's not just, internet rumors and such. There's a lot of beef to these things.
Well, one of the other items that I would use as a defense attorney was Keegan Klein.
Hmm.
Keegan Klein, we know Anthony Schatz had communications uh, uh, the morning or communications just prior to their murder.
Hmm.
We know that. That is unequivocal. And then we also know that there was enough cause and concern that when Keegan Klein said he knew where items of evidence was, they pulled him out of jail. I have always said, because I know people who haven't worked in law enforcement, whenever you get somebody out, it's a big deal.
Hmm.
You have to have it signed up off on at the highest levels. And because you're now taking responsibility for somebody that's supposed to be behind bars, it's very unusual, let me say, Tony.
Hmm.
And so, at least at one point, either law enforcement was completely duped, which maybe they were,
Yeah.
or they thought that there was information that he might have known through that Shots account.
Hmm.
Because I've always said, how in the world? was this just divinely happening?
Hmm.
In other words, they just happened to be off school, they happened to be there, and Richard Allen happened to be there at the exact time they were there so that he could murder them. How did he know that there would be two vulnerable girls there that he could control? And was it only him? You know? Uh, I don't know. The whole case to me is so problematic, and I just feel like the jury needs to see it all.
Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Brueski, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.